Okay, so we're back. We're doing chapters 8 and 9 of Throne of Glass and Let's Read. Last we checked, Celaena had been dropped off and she was given a serving woman, Philippa, who was very mothering to her, but once again it's Chaol, the captain of the guards, who makes some time, and she talks him into giving her a tour of the castle grounds, where they run across the uber creepy clock tower that the king had erected to honor his son Dorian's birth. Super scary. It's got 8 gargoyles watching each point. There's some marks on the ground that she runs across, and being Celaena, she almost gets herself into some trouble by being a little bit too curious about it. But in a nice Beauty and the Beast style twist, she gets distracted by the royal library, and Chaol kind of saves the day on that one. Now, unfortunately, even though there are literally millions of books in the library, no one is curating them, and she's not allowed access. So she goes back to her rooms and tries to decide what to do, and we run into our love to hate, Catelyn, and she attempts to off her with a flower pot before being hauled out of the room once again by Chaol and into the throne room, where she's introduced to the other champions. She learns a little bit more about the games that the kind of devilish king has set up to entertain his court, while his war is ongoing and he runs around burning forests and books. Basically anything to do with magic, which is strange given the tower that he's erected. And then he has millions of books himself while he doesn't care for them. So, a couple of questions. If in back in ancient Greek times, again through the Crusades, people went around burning books like it was in style. And why do you think that is? Why do people use that as an attempt to dominate a culture? And also, as far as mythology goes, the weirdings came up, and that's actually either, I can't remember, a Welsh or a Celtic word that basically just means the mysteries, as they're referred to in Christian mythology. Is that something that is a continuing theme and necessary, or is it eventually going to be scienced out and there's not going to be that kind of wonder in the world? So those are the two kind of historical things that I thought of. I've seen a lot of running threads of mythology throughout all of fantasy novels. The really good ones have that sort of well-researched, grounded in historical type magical systems. Not so much, oh, we'll make it about werewolves, as, hey, let's make an actual real structure here. So we've got our love to hate, our little Cersei of the Throne of Glass in Keltane, and we have a little bit more information now on the challenges that she's going to face, and that someone is going to be eliminated, and that they fully expect some people to die during them. So the stakes are high.